Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Morgan Brayton and Other People Awards. Today we honor the very best in talking, talking while laughing, talking while drinking, and the hotly contested category, talking while other people are talking. Today we celebrate, as all awards do, the dedication and achievements of a lifetime. Or else we might just talk shit about the whole stupid concept of awards. Who can say? Ladies, hi. Speaking of achievements.
We've really made it, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's an honor
I
just
know
to be here.
that there are many award recipients sitting at this very table, and I do want to get to that, but first, I would like to begin drinking. So, with that in mind, our attitude adjuster today, in keeping with our topic, is a little bit of bubbly. So, to your achievements.
Cheers. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations
to all of us.
So, where to begin? How about awards shows? Some people watch them, some people boycott them, some people have no interest whatsoever. Where do we stand?
Love them. Throw an Oscar party every year. I obsess about them.
Who won Best Dressed at that?
Last year, I believe it was Katie Ellen Humphries.
Cheers to that, to Katie Ellen Humphries.
Yeah.
What did you get? What's the prize?
Baby can wear a gown.
Yeah. I believe the prize was a gift certificate to the restaurant that it was held in, or the restaurant down the street. I can't remember.
You were trying to make like there was no prize at all. You were trying to.
Oh,
you weren't?
I actually was very curious because I plan to win this year and I want to know what I'm up for.
There you go.
Which is more than you get for Best Dressed at the Oscars, because that's not a category. And
Right.
you,
That's
you
true,
just get
you're
your
right.
name in magazine.
Yeah, it's
True. And you get your, even
I
if you're
got
worst
appetizers.
dressed, you get it. So
That's true.
We did give out a worst dress at my Oscar party, and that was rude.
It was rude.
We didn't tell the person. We just talked about it behind their back. It's like,
Put it in the
what
magazine.
is she wearing?
It was
Yeah.
unanimous.
Okay, so what do you love then about the award shows? Because you're obviously a big.
I mean, I love the opening act. I love everything, the numbers. I mean, I don't like when they give away the boring awards and somebody comes up and everybody's like, no one cares, move on. Just the dresses, everything. I love everything, Morgan. I love everything about it.
I love the movies.
Some of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're good about seeing them all. I'm really bad about actually seeing the movies before the award season starts. You're really good about making sure you get to most of them.
It's one of the things that I like about those award shows is that I go, okay, what did I miss? Which shows should I watch? Like Nebraska, which was one of my favorite movies a couple years ago. I don't know if I would have necessarily. See?
Erica did not like that movie.
Oh,
I thought
my
it was so adorable.
Are you kidding me? I love that
it was so
movie.
adorable.
Let's watch an old man walk down the side of a highway.
No, you missed
so
everything.
much
You missed the whole
hours.
part of that movie.
It didn't have a car chase, so you didn't want to watch it?
No, it didn't have any chase. All right, nothing.
Anyhow, well, see, this is one of the things that I also like about movie awards is that you can talk about films that you've seen with other people, because like I'm so mad about everybody talking about Hateful Eight. I don't want to talk about that. Anyways, we don't want to make this into a movie show, but Hateful Eight, Tarantino, please go away.
Do you cry? You're a crier, so do you cry watching
cry
the
at
awards?
everything. It
I
doesn't
know.
matter what it is.
That's
I
what
cry
I
at-
love, seeing somebody that is like so shocked they won, or like that's young and it's their, or the ones that have been at it for years and have never won and then they finally do. Any chance to have a good old cry watching somebody else do well, I'd love.
Especially if one of their parents has recently died.
Stop it.
My favorite part of award shows, it was when is this
Oh, the
in memoriam when oh my gosh, when that comes, I'm like, shh, everyone be quiet.
Really?
Yeah.
And then everybody goes, oh, really? She died?
Yeah.
I didn't know he died. He was still alive.
I really like that part too, but yeah, I feel very
this is-
conflicted because then you can tell, like, and they say like, okay, you know, don't be crass, like don't clap. But then some people, they are just so beloved, and then people can't stop it, and you're like, oh, it's a weird popularity contest.
Yeah.
Even
Even in death. It's,
Where at parties you'll talk about like, who do you think will go last? Like, who was the most famous person who died? And
Oh, right. And who they leave out? That's a huge thing. of
Yeah,
controversy.
that's always the big
They
controversy.
left Joan Rivers out, and people
Which is
were
crazy.
no, that was insane. And how do you even justify that, right?
Because she wasn't a movie star.
She was in movies.
Yeah.
She was. She was a very prominent part of
I
pop
have
culture.
technically been in movies. Like if we're gonna just put that on the table.
Are you nominated for anything this year?
I believe if there was a award show for background acting,
Yes.
watch this.
Oh my God, it's like you're really talking to me.
It's amazing.
I mean,
but you're not detracting from what's it's amazing.
I really hope there was a camera on you right then. Otherwise, it was a really awkward moment.
I mean, it'd be great if there was a camera like actually over here.
Right.
Yeah. In the background.
Yeah. It's pretty great.
Okay, but you just mentioned popularity contest, which is, of course, the criticism of award shows.
And student council.
Yes, thank you for that point.
Which we will get to, Katie Ellen. Just cool your jets.
But note for a future show that Katie wants to talk about. But that's, the criticism is that awards in general are really just a popularity contest.
But aren't movies just, it's, the whole thing is.
Life is a popularity contest.
Somebody just dropping those wisdom.
On life, because Fatima just laid it down.
Take that, life.
What about that idea of like buying awards? And even even low-level ones. A friend of mine owns a restaurant, and he got a phone call from one of those Yelp-type review sites who said that he'd won a viewer's choice. Not viewer's choice.
Eater's choice.
User's award.
Yeah, sure.
Been voted. And then they said, if you send us $100, we'll send you a plaque.
Was it like
I said, no, thank you.
a guy in a phone booth around a corner? I'll come by and pick up the money in 5 minutes.
It was a real shakedown.
Yeah.
What a scam.
But a lot of award shows are like that. Like you have to nominate yourself, you pay for your tickets to go to the awards, you pay for the award if you win the award, you pay for your dress. It's a real.
So what you're saying is I should start an award show.
Yes, it's like I think it's like kids' beauty
talking about that.
pageants.
Yeah.
It's a moneymaker.
It's funny though, like at our level, yes, it's going to cost us a lot of money to get an award, but for really famous rich people, like designers send them all of their clothes.
Yeah, and then they get free gift
jewelry.
bags.
They get thousands of dollars worth of gifts at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather be a presenter than an award winner any day of the week because they're the ones that come out on top.
Yeah, there's nothing to lose.
Nope, there's no stress, there's no anything. They get to say
just
a
get to
few
have
words and you
fun.
get a big bag of gifts. And you probably get drunk backstage a little bit.
Do that behind any stage, but anyhow. We had to take a quick break, but you brought up, at our level, what awards are all about, and I want to talk about that when we come back with more Morgan Brayton and Other People. And we're back with more Morgan Brayton and Other People. So we're talking about awards on the show here today. And somebody just brought up, awards when you're super famous and what that's all about. And people give you free stuff. At our level, you get a gift bag if you're nominated for something. Got some coupons for like the Denny's down the street or whatever.
Exactly.
But I think that's the thing that a lot of people don't know is that often when you are nominated for an award, it is one that you have nominated yourself for, that you have paid the nomination fee for, that you have flown yourself out to be at the awards and all that kind of stuff. And so really, it's a publicity game.
Yes.
Right? Because nobody knows that me being nominated for a Canadian Comedy Award means very little amongst comedians because it sounds really impressive. It's like,
it does.
nominated for Canadian. It's like, well, if you had solo show and $35, you could be nominated too. But nobody needs to know that because it sounds great.
Yep.
And it is something that you can use on a resume or on your website or whatever that sounds good.
I did win a Leo award, and it has gotten me so much work, and it holds down my papers on my desk. They don't fly away.
How much did it cost you?
$500. That's just for the award. I also
Very
had to pay
expensive
for.
paperweight.
No, actually, I didn't pay for my ticket, but I had to pay for Jay's ticket. But if you're nominated to go, I think it was like $125. But if you were a student, your ticket was $90. And so I was like, wait a minute. So students who aren't nominated get in cheaper. But,
And was it, and there's like a fee also for the nomination too, is there not?
yeah, but the production company.
Oh, okay. Right.
You don't understand how it works.
I don't. I'm not a Leo Award winner such as yourself. But that's, when lots of gigs are at and stuff, they always introduce you with that. And people are like, ooh.
And people are like, what's a Leo award?
Yeah. You don't need to know, but it sounds
It
majestic.
sounds so good.
That's not the only award you've ever
No. It's not the
received.
one I'm proudest.
proud of.
No.
No, can I?
Oh,
I brought
please
it.
do.
I hope.
No, I mean, I would hope you would, because then I can bring mine out.
I was.
That is my favorite thing ever.
I don't know.
Hair is what I
up.
It's there's
Which
some,
camera are we? We have to get. We have to.
green eyeliner was
Yeah,
big.
hold it up. You hold it up above your glass there.
Okay.
We got that.
Make sure we get that beauty.
Yeah.
We don't want to. Just maybe hold it up over your face the rest of the show because it is gorgeous.
It's the best.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Outstanding employee.
And
How much was the nomination fee for that?
0. I mean, I had a couple massive breakouts, so I spent a lot in Clearasil. But no, and the funny thing is, I didn't have to dig that out from anywhere.
Oh no, that's not the first time I've seen that. So that thing is out all the time.
I know. I said like, I was thinking of bringing, my citizenship award from elementary school or whatever, but I have no idea where it is. Erica's like, I know exactly where.
I got out of bed, grabbed it. Here we go.
What are you talking about? You rolled out of bed with it curled up against you. What are you talking about? It's morning award.
Okay, so first of all, congratulations. Yes. What an honor.
Thank you so much. I got driven to McDonald's head office in a limousine.
What? Are you kidding?
Nope,
Did you
that's
get a
what
gift
they do.
bag of fries?
I got a pin for my tie. And I don't know what else you got.
Prestige.
Prestige.
A limo ride.
No, you got all the rest of the staff at McDonald's
Hating
you. Because I'm such a brown noser. I made crew trainer way too quick. I rose too fast.
You peaked earlier. And
I
then
flew
you
too close to the
crashed.
fryer. It was really quite sad.
So I feel like, Robyn, you've got something to share.
Well.
Oh boy.
Not
need
as
to
exciting, but
sip
it
for
is a
this one.
trophy. I mean, it has a star on it. I know, you guys.
And a lot of fingerprints.
I mean, this is from a comedy competition when I first started comedy. And funny little story. Erica Sigurdson was a judge in this comedy competition that I was. I'll just put that right there so everybody can see it. She was a judge in the comedy. I didn't know her then. It was the first time I'd seen her, and I thought, let's
clarify.
that girl's okay. No, I was like, oh my God, that's who I want to be. And then we got a score sheet, and the judges could make notes, and I was like so excited to see what she put. And she put, and I quote, "She has potential."
Oh.
And now
Boy,
that
were
you
you
know her
wrong.
well, you know that is like very high praise.
High praise.
But then I was like, what did Erica say to you? And she'd written actually the same thing on everything. But that was like when I won that, it was great because I was new to comedy. I was very excited. But then some of the other women were not as friendly with me after that and said some things. And they were like, one girl says, well, I mean, you're funny, but it's just mostly because you'd be better for TV than I am. And I was like, you are clearly right. Look at me. So I'm funnier and I'm more attractive? Thank you.
You got it. It says right here.
Hello. And I'm on a television show.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to you too.
Thank
Not as
you.
prestigious, but pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. Katie.
I know. I was just thinking. I was laughing at you and be like, "Oh, but you still carry around that award from McDonald's?" And I was like, "Oh, I actually use on the daily this keychain from my time with the Winners organization." Yes, it's a customer service award.
Wow. What did you do for that award?
Served customers.
What does the key represent? Like,
So it says reach for the key to success. Winners, which is just good advice.
Yeah.
And reach stands for remember everyone affects customer happiness.
Oh.
But like not as much as I do.
Clearly.
I reach a little bit further. Yeah. Well done.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Is it like an actual key to like the executive washroom or anything at Winners? Can we get in anywhere exciting with that?
You can get 20 to 60% off brand name
No, you do
furnishings
not.
and clothing.
Do you
Everybody
really
gets
for,
that at
like,
Winners.
life
That's
you get?
No, everyone who shops at Winners gets that. It is an excellent deal.
This is the kind of customer service that won her the Reach Award. Well, congratulations, Katie Allen. That is very impressive.
Thank you.
Teams?
Oh, I did not bring any awards. I was nominated for a citizenship award when I was in middle school, though.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
well done.
And I won it.
Nice. Not only, look at the suspense she built there. Nominated, and you won it.
And I won it. And it is now sitting in my mom's storage container.
What does that mean? What does
That just means like you're a good student, like you're inclusive to everyone, and you
You're a nice
participate,
person.
a
Good
nice
citizen.
person. Yeah.
I think we should give those out more because they stop after elementary school. I don't even think they have them in high school.
Yeah, like our school is a middle school, and it was like, pushing it a little too far, guys.
Yeah.
I think we should still be giving them out as adults, like
Exactly.
on the
No,
daily.
You would not be in the right.
Oh, I'm not going to get it. I don't expect ever to get it. I want to be very clear, but I would happily give it to nice people.
Should we buy some, like, let's say we buy $25 gift cards to some coffee shop, and we'll just go out on the town, and whenever we witness somebody doing something good, we'll say, Morgan Brayton and other people think you're a good citizen.
Absolutely. Gotta take a break and plan for our award distribution evening out. But we'll be right back with more Morgan Brayton and other people. Welcome back to Morgan Brayton and Other People. We're talking about awards here on the show today. We have been gloating with some of our awards. Not gloating, we're proud of ourselves.
Yes.
Proud of each other. So one of the things, one of the criticisms of award shows is that they just maintain the status quo, right? And that it's, just sort of a small group of people celebrating their own. Right now, the controversy this year, as with last year, is the lack of nominations for people of color, glaring, especially considering some of the amazing performances. And people are coming out on either side of it. There's calls for boycotts. Aunt Viv got involved, which things have gotten out of control. Aunt Viv steps in. So what do we think about that aspect of it?
I like that it's being brought to attention because, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, no one would even ever thought of it. It would never have come up. Whereas now people are like, maybe this is something we should look into.
Yeah.
And as a Black woman, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I am a Black woman. And I like that they're even considering that, maybe people should make it more diverse. Because like you said, there were so many amazing, great performances and it's just completely ignored.
It's a bit glaring.
It's a bit glaring is a great word to describe it, because that is very much true.
And it did look like we were starting to kind of turn the page on that with some of the awards in the last couple of years. It was like, there just were some obvious standouts. It was like, oh, good. Okay, we're finally recognizing, oh, no, we're not.
Nope.
No.
But I think the one good thing that comes out of award shows is it does reflect the industry, right? So, because if there wasn't this award show and if we didn't see that, people might not stop and think, particularly old white people might stop and think, hey, there's not a lot of women directors, or there's not a lot of great roles for people of color. And now they're kind of forced to do that.
Because of all of this, now the Academy has actually changed their process of how people stay in the Academy. Before, it was a lifetime membership. Now there's a term membership based on how often you work in the Hollywood scene. And also they're making it so that they have to have a certain number of diversity in both, gender-wise and race-wise.
Pulling a Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
How do you join the Academy? Like, how do you become it? Like, you get nominated, or you're just, is it?
I'm not sure what the criteria is, but you think you do have to apply to be a member.
Oh, okay.
But you can apply with your Facebook page now, so you just write in there.
Well, I'm pretty sure we all know what we're going to be doing.
Well, and I think that's because the president of the Academy, I don't know her name, but she's a woman of color, right?
She is a woman of color.
Which is, as far as I'm concerned, that is one of the big ways that we can affect actual change, is actually putting people in positions of power that actually get what's going on. Because, for too long, it's really been, a white folks club and mostly a white dudes club. But I feel like it's such a catch-22. Jerry Seinfeld had a great, when he won an HBO award, did you ever see that? He won an HBO award and he gave this great speech about how stupid award shows were. And he had this great line that he said, award shows are for people who are looking for work, right? And it is. It's like, that's, why do I want to be given an award? Because it's going to help me get more work. Those folks don't need more work. Like,
They don't.
At
this point, it's bragging rights for things like the Oscars.
Right.
Because it's like, look at me, I won an award for that great movie I did.
Yeah, it's validation, which, let's face it, we all want. And it's validation of art, of your talent, should we say. Another great quote, I can't remember, somebody said that it turns opinion into fact, right? Because it's like, if you are nominated as best Canadian stand-up comedian of the year, you might be. not saying me.
No. I
several
would
reasons.
just go ahead. Finish that thought. Then.
But then it's like if you're like, oh, here's my award. I am the best Canadian stand-up comic.
And there's where you lost me on that. There's where you lost me.
But lost you. But most people who are not within the industry would go, oh,
Right.
she is the best.
Right.
Right? So opinion becomes fact. But I guess that's back to the people who need work. I don't know.
Well, and I guess like it's hard for someone like me who is an actress, and like I'm not gonna lie, I would never be upset if I got nominated for an Oscar, or it would be for me as somebody who's struggled and worked at it and am now older and still trying to do it. It would not be the worst thing in the world if that ever happened to me. But I'd rather know that it's happening to me at an even playing level, and that it's not just because I had more money to push into it, or I had the right people behind me, or the color of my skin. I'd want it to be because I was the best at what I did.
Yeah, for merit.
Yeah.
When I watch the Oscars, and sometimes people talk about fantasizing, about like imagining what they would say if they accepted an award. And I have done that, but more often than not, I fantasize about like being my best friend's date at the Oscars, and I'm so proud of.
And they thank
And they thank you.
Thank you, and then they cut to you in the audience.
And then you're the one that keeps them grounded.
Even in your fantasies, you can't. You gotta lean in.
He's very talented. I'm so proud of him.
Has anybody else practiced their acceptance speech at the Oscars?
No.
Come on.
I haven't. It's so
lying.
far-fetched. I really haven't. I mean, I've practiced what I might win at the Out TV Awards, but that's really
That
as
we're
far as my
creating this
dreams
year.
go. Shooting low, guys, so I don't get disappointed. You saw my star trophy, right? That I'm very proud of? Yeah, I'm
It's
good.
just a step. It's a step.
I know.
That's always the worst when somebody
Forget somebody.
you can see that their wife is like,
yeah.
and then they have to hope they win the next one they were nominated for.
Right.
Yeah.
And also my wife. That would be awkward.
Yeah.
I don't have a wife.
Then I would
so-
be like, do not thank me for the second one.
Forget it. You
Yeah,
had
I
your
think
chance.
there's been a couple of times where people didn't thank their partner, and it's because like privately they were separated, but they didn't realize that publicly they hadn't announced that yet, and they're like, oh, also by the way, this is not a thing anymore.
That's another part I love about the Oscars is not just who people thank, but when something funny happens, right? Like remember when Kirstie Alley thanked her husband Parker Stevenson for giving her the big one or something?
Oh, yeah.
It was like some weird, I'd like to thank my husband for giving me the big one.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Or when Marlon Brando sent the First Nations woman to accept his award because to protest treatment of Native Americans. Stuff like that. I love that when people are like, well, there's going to be a whole bunch of rich white people there. I'm going to make something happen.
I'd like to be a seat filler. Maybe that's something we could.
That is a legitimate job.
Win an Oscar. I'd like to be a seat
Just like to be
filler.
a seat filler.
It's like if we're one step up. You're the best friend. You're just filling seats. Wow.
And while your best friend is up there, I'm like, I know we win.
Maybe for the Oscars, Out TV will send us to the red carpet to interview people. Like maybe we should start talking about that. And
That would
see
be
if we get
very
that.
exciting.
That's a really good point. Do you like that whole
Oh
red
gosh,
carpet
I
thing?
watched that almost more.
yeah.
That's the
Really?
Yeah,
That's the
the
part I
real
like.
part.
Except I don't like, what's his name, Ben Mulroney.
Oh,
Like the
yeah,
first year
that
he went, it was just so obvious. Oh, and here's Canada, and he's like,
Zero charisma,
I don't
that
watch
one.
Yeah. No, I watch the American network. I'm not an idiot.
Right.
Yeah, come on.
well, simmer down.
We say on a Canadian network. Stay tuned, everyone.
This is a national network. What are you talking about?
All right. Well, on that note, on our Canadian show, on our Canadian network, I'm afraid we're out of time. But you know what? You're all winners in my book.
Gosh.
Cheers
Thank you.
to all of you and your many achievements. And to you at home and your many achievements. May they continue.
I want to thank God for what just happened.
Yes, we didn't talk about that. We always thank
people
God.
thank God.
They're not doing as much anymore.
No,
Yeah, there's lots of focus on
I took for granted last night. Black people getting awards.
They always thank God.